You know, Misha Green, giving a gay, self-hating, abusive, alcoholic black man an infant to raise is not a good way to express that trauma has been resolved.
Sorry, yeah, it's about the world. It's about the world. This is me, I'm so royal.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your girl Crow here with Let's Be Honest, books, rants, reviews, and more. Well, like I said, it's been 2 weeks and I've been doing things bi-weekly. My videos will be more bi-weekly due to the holiday season and a lot of other things as well too. We want to give you better quality content of videos and stuff, me and the editor Carrie. So we decided to do that, and as long as too with the issue with my work schedule, we have been trying to plan around and get this right and stuff like that. But I hope everybody is having a good holidays. I hope that everybody has had a good Thanksgiving. If you celebrate it, if you don't celebrate it, that's really, really decent. So let's get to the Tick and Monterose issue. This is my final and last video to the Lovecraft Country series, before I will start moving on to Crow's Corner, where I start ranting on books as well too. But if there's other videos you guys want to see me rant on and get on about, totally let me know in the comments description as well too, because I got a couple of projects after Game of Thrones, after I completely destroyed and shit on that franchise. I have a couple of other choice words for the original series of the L Word, even though L Word is still by far my favorite series of all, and it has broken so many boundaries. We still got to get over some issues with that, and hopefully we'll move on to Generation Q, which is the latest installment of the series. Hopefully they will get a season 2, because I felt like that was a very strong series. But let's get on to this. This part of the segment will be a little bit directed towards black men. I am really going to be honest with you and open with you, but anybody else could interpret what they will from this, if you're a supporter of what I'm saying or if you're not, whatever the case may be. But we have to get rid of the elephant in the fucking room, people. Misha Green and her wonderful yet tragic fucking case of toxic masculinity, and how she failed once again. How she failed. I'm so sorry. She's a whole clown that goosed me out. She's just a whole clown at this point. I swear to God. I hope all the actors and actresses win awards. I hope she is not carrying home anything for this dumpster fire that she decided to put out. But let's get on to the point. She does not do a good job at depicting trauma. Misha Green does not. She does not have any way that trauma was overcame. Now, I know a lot of people who are Tick fans, and it is what it is. I'm personally not a Tick fan. I have made it clear that I'm not a Tick fan. I was a fan of him at the beginning. Like I said, I used to write whole rants about Christina being the white devil until Ruby came along. And she wasn't the white devil. And I found out all these niggas just fucked up. So, at the end of the day, what I really just want to say about it is, Tick and Montrose, they are a symptom to a bigger problem in this country. And we're not talking about the racism issue. We're going to get off of that subject for right now. They are an attempted symptom to the issue of what's been going on in the black community for fucking eons. And obviously these sentiments extend to our viewership as well. Thus the reason why a lot of people don't ship Ruby and Christina, and they often try to bury it within bury their relationship within their uncomfortability of the situation. toxic masculinity for Black communities has been a very disturbing issue, a very disturbing trend. And it's like I said in my videos before, racism and toxic masculinity go hand in hand with each other. And even though Black people cannot be racist, they can be very prejudiced. And being prejudiced, you can still exert those kind of traits as well too. Black women, this isn't for us, but it's for Black men. Black men, you need to stop what you're doing. Montrose is and Tick are exactly the fucking issue. What's wrong with the Black community? They are exactly the fucking issue. What's wrong with the Black community? Their ability to not understand anything that's different beyond them. Their ability to take a more easier, more violent path is beyond them. I mean, let's look at this. Tick, like I said, Tickles, I call him Tickles, and a couple of others too. Tickles, with his ignorant ass, goes off to go save his father. But it's so funny that his father says, "Oh, I'm going to go write a secret birth and go he's going to write to him and say, I'm going to say something about your secret birth and a birthright that you had a claim for." And Tickles goes and rescues Montero's bitch ass. And Montero's is like, "Nigga, I didn't need your help. I wrote that in duress." I was like, first of damn all, nigga, why the fuck did you write him in the first place? Like, really? 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 Like, no. The simple fact that he went to go rescue his stank-ass abusive father is ridiculous. I know it is a trauma. It's more of an abuser and a victim mentality between these two. But the saddest part about it is, how the hell can you literally sit there and go and rescue your abuser? I would have fucking left Montero's ass where the fuck he was at, as far as I'm concerned. I really would have. I wouldn't have cared, you know? And it goes back to this kind of masculine kind of theory that men should always have men's backs, even when they're wrong to them. And I see a lot of the situations where he can forgive Montrose so easily for Montero's bullshit to a certain extent. Like the bullshit that he had did, especially when it came to certain things pertaining his father. Yes, he exploded in a lot of anger, which was really crazy, especially when Montero's killed Yamiya. I mean, it was really fucked up. And I mean, I would have whooped his ass too. I kind of was cheering for Tick, like, beat his motherfucking ass. But you kind of see how that kind of alpha male ego and him being so obsessed with getting this magic and using it for all the more, freaking out for all the wrong reasons to where it trickles down to Leti is not a good thing. It's not a good thing. It really isn't. And, I steady trying to see that Tick was the good guy at first. But it turns out he wasn't. He was not the good guy. He was horrible. He really was horrible. And you could tell when he would get mad at his father that ignorance would trickle down to Leti to a certain extent. And it would trickle down so bad to where when Monterose was almost about to whoop Leti's whole fucking yellow ass behind, he lucky Tick pulled him back, but Tick never not once came at his dad and said, "You fucking touch her, I'ma fuck you up." I don't see Christina. I bet you Christina would have said some shit like that. I mean, I would have bet if Ruby was in some bullshit, Christina would have been like, "You fucking touch her, I fuck you up." I mean, you obviously see with Christina and her masculinity, especially her being a woman who's prancing in a man's body, she shows more chivalry than he does. He just pulls her back. I wouldn't even have let Montrose get close to Leti. And then the part that makes it so much worse is that Tick had told his father that Leti was pregnant. And he still couldn't understand the sacrifice that he was going to take for his kid. Even though Montrose said he was a father himself. But the sick part about this abusive, toxic male relationship between Tick and his father is this nigga just wants to sit here and say, all I wanted to be was a father. What the fucking holy hell is this bullshit? So you wanted to be a father, but be abusive. You know, crackheads wish they were whales too. You know, after they smoke crack, they obviously wish that they were sea creatures too, but it doesn't seem like that's happening for them. So why the fuck did Misha let something as abusive as that happen, or let that line fly out of Montrose's mouth? All you wanted to be was a father. Well, you were an abusive father. So you're like, the thing of it is, Tick was well over fucking 18 years old. Yes, he'll never stop being his father, but the part I don't like is he abused him so much because he thought that Tick was soft because Montrose hated himself as a gay man so bad that he sat there and literally told his son the most detrimental shit you could ever tell your son. I'm beating you so you won't be soft. And this is the whole problem with black communities and fucking general. And all these hoteps who's cheering for fucking Tick. And, first of all, that shit is stank. To be a real man, you should teach your young men, your sons, how to be a better man than you are, how to be a better man in society, how to control his impulses, you know, especially when it comes to relationships with women. You know, the whole issue of it is with black misogyny is the situation that, no offense, I love rap, but rap culture takes a huge precedence over toxic masculinity. It really does. I love rap music. Don't get me wrong. But when you listen to a lot of the lyrics, it's, I don't want to fucking love a bitch. I don't want this. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. All the above. Like, it literally teaches black men to treat black women like crap, pretty much. It teaches that fuck women, get your money. Why can't it just be that the fact that you can get your money and have a woman? Why does it have to be this situation where niggas let other niggas slide so bad, but when a woman does something, you ready to be up in her ass and beat her? Like Tick almost did Leti after knocking out his father. I'm not saying that Tickles didn't let his father slide by. Like I said, he beat his ass because of all that abuse. But the situation of it is, he never definitively drew a fucking line with his father threatening his goddamn fucking girlfriend. Or whatever the hell Leti's old big-headed ass was to him. He never really drew that definitive line. Which goes on to the thing that goes to the core aspect that men can do whatever the fuck they want to each other. Kill each other, steal from each other, take each other's women, rip them off. But men will still always find a way to kiss their abuser's ass or their attacker's ass. Some weird way. Okay? In some weird way. It is so sick to know that this is what happens in the black community. And it's so sad that Misha did not fucking address this kind of abusive fucking behavior. Instead, she decides to give Montrose a fucking infant. I wouldn't trust that nigga with a fucking fragile fucking Fabergé egg, much less alone a fucking toaster, much less a fucking goddamn Tickle Me Elmo doll. I wouldn't trust Montrose with shit. He looks like the type that would shake a baby. I don't know why. I just feel like he would, okay? That's what it does. I feel like he would. I don't know what the fuck Tick was sitting there talking about. Oh, you get a chance to be a father again. Nigga, he blew his chance like, way over that limit. The fuck? Like, no. It's a no. Hell no. And knowing Letty's old stupid ass too, Letty's old bubble-headed ass would give him the baby. I mean, I'm just putting that out there. The bitch don't ever really take responsibility. So we could already see where that child's getting ready to head off. And the saddest part is, some people are like, this is the part that kills me with a lot of the supporters of Tick and Montrose and that whole dysfunctional fuck goddamn wad group. Like I said, and 95% of the motherfuckers in that car I hated, minus Christina wearing ruby skin, okay? Like that, she's the 5%. So that means all of them, okay, at the end of the day. But the part that gets me so angry about it is the fans and their excuses for this disgusting ass behavior in saying that, well, Montrose stopped drinking. Oh, so a baby magically makes you stop drinking and having alcohol abuse. You know, there's crackheads and meth heads out here in LA right now that have like a fuck ton of kids and they still keep smoking crack and sucking dick for meth. I don't see what the fuck that is. Let me tell you something about addiction, people. Addiction doesn't just magically fucking go away. Being an asshole does not magically fucking go away. And like I've always used to say, it's not the fact that people change, their situation changes. And Montrose is a prime example that his situation changed, but it didn't mean he changed. Okay? See, that's the thing. And for no offense to heterosexual people or nothing, but y'all defending that toxic ass shit is the main reason why we are fucked up today in America, ladies and gentlemen. I am putting that out there. Giving passes to fucked up niggas is why we are in this situation today. And I know I'm getting off rant and I'm getting off topic, but it's the truth. Giving Montrose getting a pass by Tick. I don't give a fuck whether Tick was dying or whether Tick was going to a dental motherfucking appointment. I don't give a damn. Giving the baby to an abusive gay, self-hating gay is not cool. And rewarding this self-hating gay who managed to kill a two-spirited person, who managed to kill them and be like, oh, I'm just protecting my son. It's such bullshit. I mean, do people in car who hit people in the middle of the street and hit pedestrians sit there with their babies in the car and sit there and say, well, I was just hitting the pedestrian to protect my baby? No, nobody does that. So Misha did not tell a good story when it comes to the cycle of trauma in this goddamn fucking show. I at least hope that goddamn carrot-headed ass bitch would have fucking did that. Yeah, I said it. I don't give a fuck. I said it. I at least thought this little carrot-headed ass bitch would have fucking at least had the nerve to address a black abuse. I mean, seriously, you could have at least did us a favor on that. But oh no, that doesn't get addressed. And if it is addressed, it's not very good. You just see a little boy getting his ass beat in 1921 to damn near to death by a fucking drunk. Like I'm supposed to sit there. I mean, really. And you're not supposed to sit here and tell me that 3 fucking generations of fucking trauma would not lead to Tick almost knocking Leti upside her head. Thank God we stopped that season 1 when we did. Because I'm pretty sure, and thank God he died, because I'm pretty fucking sure Tick would have been knocking Leti upside her motherfucking head. He was already emotionally abusive towards her any damn way. He did not provide her the love, the care, and the comfort that she needed as a woman. And I don't even like Leti like that, because, like, as a character, Jury, beautiful. I hope you get you some nominations. But I don't even like Leti as a character, but I felt fucking at times kind of sorry for her. But then at certain times I didn't feel sorry for her because I was like, oh, well, this bitch kind of made her choice. You know, with all this kind of bullshit, she kind of made her choice. But at the end of the day, it's so sad that nobody could address this toxic masculinity, this toxic behavior, this toxic abrasive behavior with black men. But I can tell you who did. Christina. The thing is, she's not a black man. But white male toxic masculinity exists too. But she was so there. She was everything that she could be for Ruby, a relationship wise. If you want to say relationship wise, she was everything that she could be. She never raised a hand to her. She never did anything to jeopardize her. And if she did, let's say it like this: if she did one time, and that was probably at Lancaster when she put, she had Ruby put that rune under her desk. She never did it anymore, and she only did it because she wanted to remain objective to the situation that she could have been using Ruby, but it ended up flipping completely over her head to where it's like, I can't ask her to do any damn thing. Whereas in Montrose doesn't want to help his son out, to help his son protect himself or anything. He really doesn't. And the saddest part about it is Montrose has this emotionally abusive fucking behavior as well too. And to where he doesn't want his son to achieve his destiny, but he calls for his son to go achieve his destiny. Like, oh, well, this is a secret birthright you don't know about. Nigga, you started this mess, and now all of a sudden you don't want him to do all that time. Well, it's from getting my son killed. Well, bitch, your son just literally, listen to your son when he says he has magic in his blood. Listen to your fucking son. It really is really fucked up. I mean, it really is. It really is. And to really, like, what do you call it? To really, really dive deeply into this situation is Montero's ability to, what do you call it? His ability to just kill somebody who looks different than him, that, and try to write it off like it's his, like he's protecting his son. You don't get to be an abusive piece of shit and then come back and try to say, all I wanted to be was a family. You just don't. And this is the problem with black people. And this is the problem. And in no way in fucking shape or form should you forgive your fucking abusers. I don't give a damn. A lot of black people like to put this bullshit off on God and say, oh, well, if you don't forgive your abusers, then the sin is up to you because they said sorry. Some things are more than just a simple sorry. Years of trauma. I mean, I feel bad for Tick. He literally talked himself into believing that he was getting beat because his parents loved him, or that it was his only way that his father could show love. That is a fucking sick degree, people. And I don't know what the fuck Misha was going around trying to fucking do all this stuff. I really don't. I really seriously don't know what the fuck you were saying about this situation and how the fuck it was even rectified. Tick's death did not rectify a situation. It did not stop Monterose from being drunk, abusive, or wanting to beat Leti's ass. It still doesn't erase that. It's not like they were together for a whole fucking year or two and they can say, oh, nigga, that was last year he tried to beat my ass. That was like literally a week ago. Like, get the fuck out of here. No, get the fuck out of here. And a lot of this goes on in the black community and what goes on with it. But we're going to move on to my next segment. I'm going to be a little bit more shorter with it because Tickles gets on my fucking nerves. But the situation with Tickles is another transcendence of toxic masculinity. Now, Tickles may have not beat on children, but Tickles was an issue. He really was. Sexually, that man was an issue. I was just like, oh my God. Jihad, the first time, I was like, okay, that's fine. It's somebody's first time. Oh, how cute. But that making the beast with two backs kind of shit in that bathroom with Leti, it just be like, oh, I'm just gonna leave, I'm just gonna wipe your blood off my dick and just leave, just leave and stuff, and then not call you after you just been shot to death and killed. Tick's ability with his toxic masculinity is a big another issue with black communities, and also to not just black communities but all communities, black, brown, white, whatever, and especially with men who are self-hating little assholes. The ability look, showing your woman that you fucking love her and you give a fucking damn about her is not going to flame you out. You are not going to look gay. And I'm going to tell you straight real. A lot of black and brown communities think that if a man shows sympathy or caring for a black woman or just a woman in general, and he completely loves her and worships the ground that she walks on, it's gay. And it's this self-internalized fear of homophobia, which is just so disturbing. And you're not going to be gay if you show fucking emotion. I know a bunch of dudes who are gay, who act just like real tough. They don't be flaming out. They be looking like they could cut wood off of a fucking grizzly bear's ass. They be acting like it too. I be like, damn, nigga, like, you don't want to flame out? It's like, nah, I'm cool. Like, I'm gay, but I'm cool. Like, but not in a messed up way. That's just their personality. But it's not done in a toxic way. But the situation of it is, what ticks me off is Tick. I said what ticks me off is Tick. Tickles never really showed Leti that he loved her. And this is a lot of black men's problem today as well, too. You don't show your woman that you don't love her. I mean, there's this one scene with Tick. Leti wakes up after she has the dream that she's pregnant. And she goes and Tick hugs her. And I'm just like, oh, wow. You know, Tickles is finally, hugging his woman, which is good, because I rather have seen him hug her than fuck her. Because I am so sick of, oh, God, his sex scenes were just horrible. Oh, cringe. Not because he was straight. I mean, I've seen a lot of straight sex scenes where it's like, God damn, he fucking the shit out of her. Thus, prime example in Wiltina and Ruby the first night they met. He was fucking the shit out of her. I was like, damn. Almost made me want to go straight for a minute to get some of that dick for myself. But I was like, oh yeah. It's like, this is a show. It's like, but I mean, he was on it, all right? Tick was like, that's it. It's like, I'm done. So I'm gonna go take a nap and make me a sandwich and stuff. It's like, and if you have a baby, well, that's not my problem. It's like, the equinox is coming. That's how I felt with Tick, like, dead ass. But to have Tick hug her for that moment was good. But even Jury kind of looked a little bit like, what the fuck? Like, watch this scene. It's like literally moments after she finds out that she could be pregnant and she has the dream of the burning building kind of deal. And Letty's in the dream. And he hugs her for a minute. And he just pushes her away like, get the fuck away from me, bitch. Like I was in it. She looks like, what the fuck just happened here? It's really disturbing. It really is. And Misha Green amplifies this and makes this 10 times worse when Leti says she loves him by the end of him dying. And he just looks tearfully at her like, not muttering, oh, I love you. Not muttering shit. Just, I'm blinking. This nigga could have had onions under him, for Christ's sakes. We don't know. We don't fucking know. We don't fucking know. Like, get the fuck out of here. The sickening ability that this man, even on his deathbed, on him dying on his deathbed, to not sit here and say, he loves this woman, or I love you, makes Leti look like a fucking fool. And that's what toxic masculinity does to women. It makes women look like fools. It makes them look horrible for having emotions towards this man. But women, we have to change how we see shit too. Liking all that hard shit, that bad boy shit, is what gets us into a lot of issues too. But we're not going to talk about my personal agrees, because I do believe it takes two to tango now. Okay? Running around here liking all that bullshit and that ignorance. No. If you can't get a man that wants to show his emotion in front of his boys, and on the street, or whatever, that ain't a nigga for you. Because you're just going to be chasing him all this damn time. Like Letty's old turnip-headed dumbass. Chasing him this whole damn time. And him not reciprocating shit. Tick's issue with his emotional instability is really, it was really very red flaggish. It really was. It was very red flaggish. Red flaggish in a sense that it was possible if this had have lasted longer than what it is and Tick had been alive, he probably would have knocked Leti upside her motherfucking head. Because you can see how magic was changing him, not for the best of, not for him being the best of a person. And that's the saddest part about this whole situation with black toxicity and Misha not countering it or not figuring out a creative way to counter this kind of shit. Then you can still make black people heroes and make them wonderful heroes without having to resort to homophobia, colorism, and toxic male masculinity. You can result to that. You can do that without having it results to that. But this bitch, once again, has failed us. Unfortunately. And it's sad that Tick couldn't even say he loved her within his final moments of death. That's deep. If you have a black man who can't say in his final moments that he loves everybody or he loves the mother of his child. And if he didn't love the mother of his child, then fucking don't even fucking open your mouth to say, I'm not confused about what this is. Don't even open your mouth. Don't open your mouth. And that's the problem. Well, this is my last video, like I said. I had a lot of fun reviewing this series. I still want to do more Ruby and Christina analysis, but that's going to probably be down the road as I have to get started on other projects and take notes for other projects and things like that I'll be introducing to the channel. Like I said, we're doing a bi-weekly thing. And last time I want to just give a shout out to Yashu's Playground, the Ruby and Christina Discord community. I want to give a shout out to, all the casting and staff of Lovecraft Country for bringing this show for me to rant about. I mean, without me bitching and ranting about it, I wouldn't have a channel right now. As well, to shout out to my editor, Carrie. Like I said, everybody in the links down below. Please check out Bling It On Girl. Check out Yashu's Playground, and all those fun links to get more of a serious kind of tangible kind of grip on what the show is and its detrimental effects, and as well as its positive effects. I mean, like, there's some positives in Lovecraft Country, but I personally don't want to deal with or talk about it because it's so shadowed in crap that I would have to use a snow-sized shovel to scoop up all the crap so I can find something positive about it. But like I said, even though I think Misha Green is a turnip-headed bitch, I still have to give her a slight bit of respect for at least bringing Ruby and Christina to light and showing, at least even for a fucked up millisecond, a thick black woman can be loved despite you killing her off screen. But I will say it's a coma. So that's all I have to say. Like I said, check bi-weekly for my next video. We'll be doing more books. I will be recommending everybody in Crow's Corner lesbian books, LGBTQA themed books that I've read. If there's other ones you want to recommend to me, that's cool too as well. And I will be reviewing the best and the worst. So yeah, but I am going to be doing a Game of Thrones segment for next video, and then after that we will be getting on to our gay expendoza, where we will be talking about one of my favorite authoresses. I will be saying she comes with a slapper. Rebecca Weatherspoon. She runs a slapper on some good erotica and some good drama kind of stories in the paranormal region as well too. And we will be talking about my least favorite author, Jenny Frame, and why the fuck her writing is so problematic to the lesbian genre. But all right then, everybody, comment, like, and fucking subscribe. And please, for the love of God, stay away from those crackheads. Please, people, because Christmas is coming up and a whole bunch of niggas are stealing. All right then, thank you guys. Goodbye.
Yeah, top of the world. When I hear him come like my fuse and then ba-bum. Later, see you later, I'm about to blow this up. You can sing or sing if you want, I know you want it. It's always kinda funny, yeah, cause you know I'm a superstar on the sky to lead you on. Haters gonna hate, it's a proof of how they love. They can bring me down, nah, nah, nah. They are jealous of me and my umbrella, yeah, they love me so. This